Today I'm going to give you 7 reasons why roofers and contractors in general don't have leads. Why you are in business but no one is calling you. It's going to be some ugly truth. Let's go. Leads are a very interesting topic. Companies who are killing it in business have no problem generating new business, but companies who are struggling usually blaming leads. They tell you that they don't have enough calls, they don't have enough appointments. Let's dig in. Why in the first place you are buying leads? Why you're going to companies like Home Advisor, Angi, Thumbtack, Google? Why you're always getting scammed by shady marketers? What is going on? Why you don't have leads? Well, number one is you don't have a brand and nobody gonna fix it for you. If you don't have a brand awareness, if people cannot find you, if you're not in front of the consumers, buying leads is just not gonna cut it. If you buy leads and your business rely on buying leads, you will be eliminated. You have to establish brand. People have to know who you are and what you do within first couple seconds of opening your website, meeting you in person, looking at your business card. You have to be present in your marketplace. Reason number 2 will explain why this is happening. You are not willing to put yourself in front of the search. You are the problem. You're the one who's playing it shy. You're the one who is not willing to record the video. You're not the one who wants to create commercial. You're not the one who wants to do copy, advertising. You're not the one who wants to wrap your vehicle. Why is this happening? Because you think it's not important. You think that putting yourself in front of the customer is some kind of bragging. I see contractors all the time. They think that advertising is bragging. Advertising is not bragging. Wrapping your vehicle is a bold movement that helps you to make a statement that you are here to stand, that you take your business seriously. You know, putting your uniform on, putting your name on a business, all of those little things will help you to get more customers, but also will bring you more calls, will bring you more leads. But unfortunately, so many people are not willing to be in front of the search, not willing to be in front of the consumers, and they think that business is just buying something. I'm selling something, I'm gonna buy something. I'm selling services, I'm gonna buy leads, I'm gonna buy customers' information. And it might work, some people do it, but it'll cost you arm and a leg. You will go broke buying consumers online, especially from third parties. I'll give you another example, home shows. You know, some business owners I've seen them, you know, you buy a booth, you go to a busy place like State Fair or local home show, and then you're shy. People walking by, you cannot start the conversation, you cannot talk about yourself, you can ask them a question about their needs. You think that buying a booth, just like buying a lead, is enough. It's not enough. Whatever you do in marketing and branding also requires your work, also requires you getting out of your comfort zone and going after it. You cannot be introvert in business. You have to become extrovert. Entrepreneurship by default is that activity. And if you cannot do that, you have to hire someone to do it for you. Otherwise, you will fail. Reason number 3, my favorite, is you believe in word of mouth. You think that people will talk about you. You think it's enough for people to talk about how good you are. Listen, word of mouth does not exist. This thing exists. This thing replaced word of mouth. This is 2022. If you think that people will bring you business because you're doing a good work, or you know, you're a great guy and everybody gonna talk about it, listen, we don't talk to our neighbors anymore. People not gonna refer you. They're not gonna, if you don't have a good brand, they're not gonna remember the name of your company. You know how many times I ask people who've replaced their roof, and I'm talking about $10,000, $20,000 purchases 2 years ago, they could not name the company. Mike Mikhailovich, on the main stage, I asked him, when's the last time you replaced the roof? He said 8 years. They did a great job. Everything was good. I asked him, do you remember who it was? And guess what? Word of mouth does not exist. He could not tell me in front of 500 people who replaced his roof, and he was a happy customer. So people might hire you and they might remember you for the moment, for that day, but 2 months from now, they're not going to remember your name. Word of mouth does not exist. That's why you have to keep buying leads, you think. No, you have to keep building your brand so people actually remember you. But they must remember you digitally. Did you know, for example, if they write you a review, it's a digital footprint. We actually can go to our Google profile and we actually see all the companies we ever reviewed. That's one of the best reasons to ask your customers to review you, so they will get connection to your brand online, because people who we receive reviews from, they actually connect with us on different level, and they can go back in time, years. If they will make it as a goal to find out who did their roof, instead of digging paperwork, they can actually log into their Google account and they can see who they left a review, because we remember those things. Another delusional reason here, number 4, is you believe that hard work is enough. You don't have leads because you think that your work is exceptional and somehow it will catapult you to the top of the success. Listen, here's why you are wrong on this one. People by default, especially if you're in roofing, siding, anything like that, quality is overrated by contractors. What do you think about quality is what other people just by default expects from you. When people are getting estimates, you get 5 contractors, when it comes to quality, people just assume that you're professional and you're gonna do good work. Nobody gonna assume that you're doing shitty work or the quality gonna be really bad. By default, people think that the work will be fine. And let me tell you this, work does not have to be really good. You just have to be above average. You have to be decent. You don't have to be an artist. You don't have to be spectacular. You have to be functional. You have to be on time, and you just have to follow the code and basic common sense rules. Now, I cannot tell you how many roofers, contractors, floor guys think that they are the only one who can do the quality work. Listen, I've seen best of the best in the game. Everybody makes mistakes. I was the best and the best when I installed floors, when I painted walls, when I installed insulation. Listen, everybody makes mistakes. If I spend the day with you, and if I watch every nail that you put, every board that you cut, I guarantee you, I will tear your work apart, because no one is perfect. Everybody gets tired, cut corners. It's how you fix it. We all like, to caulk our gaps when we make a little bit bigger cuts. We all know how to fix our mistakes before homeowner finds it. So don't think that you're so exceptional and your work is so good that your good work will bring you more leads. Your work is your work. Yes, it's important. It's 20% of your success, but good work will not make your phone ring. 500 other things will, but good work will only help you to get few more referrals, few more good friends, but people expect quality work from you by default, and most companies who are in business, according to their customers, are doing decent work. So you're probably not gonna stand out, because people not gonna even know who's doing good work or bad work. Like, for example, in the roofing industry, people are not going on the roofs, inspecting roofs. Everything looks good from the ground. You know how many final walks I've done with the homeowners, and like, how does it look? Looks good to me. All right, looks good to you, looks good to me. So you working your ass off, people not even home. They're gonna look, they're gonna accept the job, everything looks decent, let's move on. They're gonna judge you by how you answer your phone calls, were you on time, how was your communication, way more than they're gonna actually judge your work. Just saying. Reason number 5, you're not willing to learn and adapt. So many contractors are not willing to really study new system, new platform. I'll give you an example, directory.com, one of the platforms that we're building. And I've seen the problem with others, like back in the day, Angie's List and a few others, Thumbtack. I was very successful on any platform I was touching. I was getting leads, I was getting jobs, and when I was recommending it to others, People just suck at them. You know why? Because if you want to be successful, let's say with the directory.com, you have to go and understand how the platform works. What is it that you have to do? And contractors, they're just not willing to do the study, the learning. They see something, they hear that it works, they know that you have to have a good website, but they're not willing to actually study anything Google related. They're not even reading a couple articles. Well, if you're not willing to study what's trending, if you're not willing to study what's working and how Facebook works or how Google works, your marketer not going to fix that. You have to be able to have a decent conversation with the marketer. You have to know enough to be dangerous and enough to make people who you're hiring, to make them accountable, because you cannot just keep throwing money at a problem. You have to have a conversation. You have to find experts, and to find experts, you have to be educated in that area. You have to know something outside of your expertise, and so many are failing at it, and that's why those are the easiest targets, the easiest guys to take advantage of. That's why so many marketers take advantage of contractors, because contractors not willing to do bare minimum education about the platform, about marketing world. And that's why we get sucked into these ideas that this is gonna work, when in reality just bullshit promise, and we're just being scammed most of the times. That leads us to reason number 6. As a result, we just sign up and don't do anything on our behalf. It's just like signing up for Tinder or any dating app and not uploading your pictures, not optimizing your profile. Nobody's gonna swipe on you if you have horrible picture, or the tagline, the title, the whatever that you have. Even on Facebook and Instagram, on a social media game, you have to be interesting. You have to brainstorm a little bit. Why would I do business with you? Whether it's romantic relationships, whether it's business relationships, you have to sell me on your presence, on your branding. And if you're not willing to do it, if you're just signing up for the sake of signing up, you will never ever be successful. For example, so many contractors try this YouTube game. Well, if you want to be successful on YouTube, you have to make at least 100 videos and admit or have this mindset that your first 100 videos will suck. If you just sign up and just create YouTube channel and quit after 3 videos, shame on you. You just sign up, you didn't do any work. But unfortunately, most have the same attitude towards everything. We have those contractors in directory.com today. They sign up and they don't do anything. We have to dig their pictures and upload it for them. They never log in. I remember after first year, 70% of contractors never log in to optimize their profiles. I remember when I was a contractor, if I sign up with Yelp, I have the best of the best pictures for my company. All of the companies, all of the profiles were fully optimized, and I was getting leads from every single directory out there. But my competition were just signing up and complaining that they're not getting results. And lastly, reason number 7 why you're getting sucked into this promise that you're gonna be getting leads, but your phone is still not ringing, is very simple. You don't stand up for yourself. I see so many contractors giving money to platforms, whether it's house.com, yelp.com, home advisor, and then or website builders, and then we don't make them accountable. We heard the sales pitch, we've seen the contract, we signed up, but we don't come after them when they don't deliver. For example, one of the services I always try to offer and help to all my students, anybody in my network, is if someone screwed you out of money, and especially long contracts, I will make the phone call to cancel that contract. I remember my best friend signed up, I want to say it was Blue Book. He was paying them $2,000 a month. And I was asking him, why you're paying? Well, I have a contract. Are you getting jobs from it? Are they delivering you to results that sales rep was promising you? No, they don't. Why you're paying them? Because if I am the business owner, if I have a platform and I guarantee you jobs, Guarantee you that you're going to be getting 100 calls a month and you're getting 1 calls a month, but I'm charging you $2,500 a month. Who's going to make me accountable? It's a two-way street. Just because you sign up with a website builder or someone to manage your Facebook or Instagram does not mean that you're going to be paying them and they don't have to deliver results. Stand up for yourself. Cancel that contract. Have that call. I'll give you an example with the website builders. So many people sign up for website services and never ever show up for reports. You know, that website builder is supposed to show you his work. How are you ranking? How many hours he's working for you that month? So if you're paying your lawyer $2,500 a month, would you ask your lawyer how many hours he put in? Did he put in 10 hours at $250 an hour? Doing what? You probably would ask that question, or your doctor. So the question is, if you're paying website builder or Facebook guru who managing a Facebook page $2,500 a month, why you're not having a conversation whether he's working 1 hour per week for you, 10 hours per week for you, 5 hours? Does he work at all? Or he just collects your money? Just because they have a contract with you does not mean they can swipe your card. Have that tough conversation. Stand up for yourself. This is your business. Understand how hard you're working for your money. $2,500 a month seems like very common dispute amount these days. It's a lot of money. You literally will have to do $25,000 roof to collect $2,500 net profit at the end of the year. So you're telling me you do an entire job, you're finding it, you're selling, you're doing the entire job to pay some marketer just because every month, by the way, because you cannot say no and you cannot have adult conversation keeping him accountable. Those are my 7 reasons why we don't have leads in our business. List goes on and on. I mean, there's many other things. One of the biggest one is a bonus I'll give you is most companies don't have a lead generation problem. They have receptionist problem. It probably a lot of people in our audience today who's watching this video. Every time I come to the business or consult with a student from roofing school, first question I ask, do you have receptionist? So if you're telling me you don't have leads, but you don't have receptionist, my question to you is, who's answering phone call when you're the homeowner? Who's answering phone call when you're doing a job or you have a meeting with your team? No one, because it's you. You cannot do that. You cannot run business and answer phone calls. And people have no mercy no more. If you did not answer that phone call and did not get back to them within a couple of minutes, you lost them. It's a cold call. You're losing business every single day. So comment below, why do you think you don't have a business? And if you do have plenty of leads, if you do have plenty of opportunities and your phone rings off the hook, I want to know, what is it that you do? Maybe we'll do your case study, show you off at roofing school, maybe show off your business on this channel. Comment below whether you have plenty of calls or you don't have enough. And why is that? If you agree with my points or not, I read all my comments. Thank you guys so much for your attention. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please engage every comment and every like comments. I'll see you guys soon.